the food that we ate and more minerals in the food in which that we ate. We've gone so much to a cooked diet that we really need to go back to at least eating half raw fruits and vegetables to cook food, if you're going to do it like that. All right, it should be at least a balanced ratio. And so therefore you will have more of the life principle by eating the raw foods. But because we're going so much to the cooked food, our semen has become more whitish and so more degenerative. And also our sperm count has dropped. But scientists have also recently said that the sperm count has just recently gone back up. So he wasn't talking about himself because their birth rate right now is going to be 0. All right? Their birth rate is 0. We're talking about the European, the white man, the cracker. His birth rate is now 0. So what that is telling us is that for every child that's born, one dies. So he's not repopulating any longer. So now he wants to depopulate you from off the planet. So now 98% of the food that you get from out the supermarket is genetically altered food. Because he's intended to genetically alter your chemistry, to genetically alter your body now. All right? From being able to produce to making you sterile. All right? So this is what he plans on doing. But the more energy that you take in through some of these techniques that we're going to talk about a little later here, and the more positive your thoughts are in a fucked up condition, and the more, you know what I'm saying, that you actually is able to not just eat food in which that is just secondhand, but also take in the primary source of light, which is the sun itself, then we'll straighten out some of that discord on which that is going on with those so-called genetically modified foods, as they call it, GMOs. All right? But the thing is that when we look at the signs of life itself, we find that that's what happens within the male. So you are chosen already, and you're already baptized, y'all. The male, that sperm is already, that is what is being baptized by John the Baptist, as we would say, in the River Jordan. That whole scenario in your Bible about Jesus going before John the Baptist being baptized, all of that is talking about the sperm as is being baptized in your River Jordan, which is the third ventricle in your brain, which you become, which that's what Jesus is symbolic to, is you manifesting and becoming your higher self from the spiritual realm onto the physical realm. All right, that's what it's actually talking about. So as the sperm travels into the vaginal area, the cervix bone comes down and like sucks up the semen into the canal and draws it up. And so she takes it in a sense, but also it's a fight. And it's not a fight with the sperms themselves, because the sperms already know who's the chosen one. He's the one with the biggest damn glow of light around his head. I don't know if you ever seen sperm up under a microscope, but you'll see that sperm have light over top of his head, indicating that, you know what I'm saying, that it got the wisdom, the knowledge of in other words, when them sperm goes up, they go up through those light conscious vectors, in which they be called Shankaras or Aritus or Busiers, or as you would call them, chakras. It goes into those 7 energy levels, and it received the consciousness from each of those 7 levels. And so as that sperm collects that energy, the one who has collected the most energy is the one who is chosen. So the sperm say, okay, you the man. All right, well, what we're going to do, you know what I'm saying, is detect you to make sure that you get to where you need to go. The scientists got us thinking that all 777 million sperms is like, oh, fuck that shit, I'm number 1. And they all go in and they find each other. That's not the case. They already know who the one is. The one is who becomes you. You is the one in your father's nut sacks. And as you manifested and came forth, you know what I'm saying? In other words, you already was the shit. You already was the Christ force. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else in which that you have to look for coming out the sky in order to get you. You already been in the damn sky. The sky is the mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're actually talking about. Go ahead, Al.
If you're not in that group, let's say you as an individual in that group that's going to fertilize the egg, let's say you miss it, do you have a chance to come back again, or is that it for you?
No. The universe never get rid of anything. It always keeps whatever it already formulated. It just transforms into different forms of energy. So yeah, those sperms, if they don't become the one, they become reabsorbed back into the physical body itself as energy for later on. In order to produce and make other energies, you know what I'm saying, such as sperms later on and other. Yeah, well, I mean, you always get a shot in order to reincarnate over and over again. Because matter of fact, even when you leave the physical flesh, you know what I'm saying, you go back into the mental reservoir in which that the individual, when they having sex, let me explain something to y'all. When two individuals are having sex, male and female, when they're having sex, a vortex opens up at the point of orgasm. All right? Now, if the male is at the point of orgasm and the woman is at the point of orgasm, the vortex is even stronger. But when this vortex opens up, it waits. There's an energy in which that is permeating near the individuals because they have become one. This is what it's called. This is what we just talking about here. Is that this is called the gate of heaven. As the gate is heaven is open, you know what I'm saying? You'll find out is that the vortex is created over top of the heads of the male and female, and the energy is brought down. Huh? I don't got the picture. I don't got the picture of that.
You got a picture?
Yeah, I gave you some. But before you take that off, let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
When the brother is doing foreplay, for the younger brothers that's going to see the tape.
Right.
Hold on, leave that there for a minute.
Okay.
We're going to deal with that.
Okay.
When the brother is doing foreplay, you know, and he's kissing around, what should the brother do?
All right.
Go straight to the clitoris?
No.
Or should he get it warmed up and move it around?
Yeah, well, the thing is that you should, all right, you should nibble on the inner thighs. You know what I'm saying? You know.
What does that do?
What that does is get her juices flowing. It gets her to. I mean, you got to understand is that this is probably one of the most. This is the most powerful point. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where life exit from. You know what I'm saying? Where life goes into. So we talking about you know, the gate in which that life and death takes place. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you talking about, you know, the universal power within itself manifesting right here from this area. So the male has to be very gentle with this area and be very conscious of his thoughts at the time. So he would nibble along the inner thigh area in order to get the juices flowing, and you know, he would nibble, you know what I'm saying, on the lips, you know, as they're called, and also move this here for those that don't know is actually what we would call a miniature. For those who don't know, the clitoris is a miniature, basically the penis. Only thing the male got is an elongated clitoris. That's what the penis is. It's an elongated penis, clitoris. That's what the male has. So this here is similar to the shaft of the penis itself. For the brothers who was performed foreplay, or you know what I'm saying, you'll find that there's like there's a nerve, you know what I'm saying, it's a very thick, it's like almost like, you know, I don't know, it's not a bone, you know what I'm saying, but there's a muscle, right, there's a muscle, right, and also it becomes engulfed, you know what I'm saying, with blood, and it actually grows just like the penis does and become elongated. Bless you. You know what I'm saying? The clitoris head itself is just like the head of the penis. Pull back the skin and you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? And got a little hole up in there, just like the penis does. And matter of fact, that's where she squirts, where she can squirt the orgasm from if you get it to that point of clitoral orgasm.